Okie dokie. Today is August 7th, 2017, Monday. This is our joint team call and team cup call. Um, so today is start of week 2 of Team Cup, and I wanted to talk about belief. This is something I think this is one of the things that really will make or break a person in this business. You can have all of the resources that you need. You can have all of the tools. You can have, funds to pour into trainings. You can buy all the books. You can read all the books. You can have all the time in the world. But if you don't believe that this is a great opportunity and you don't believe in the products, um, it's hard to make this work. And I think that when people get discouraged and they feel like they are ready to give up or they do give up, I would say 9 times out of 10, it's because they're lacking in belief. And so really there are three types of belief. Sorry, my pages here. Let me just get rid of that. So the three types of belief that I want to talk about. And I want you, as we go through this, think about where you are, like on a scale of 1 to 5, of where you are with each of these things. So the first one is belief in the company. Carl Deichler and Darren Aline and Elizabeth Deichler, and how they have created this company that is based around helping people and making making America and Canada and the United Kingdom a healthier group of people, and ending the trend of obesity and ending childhood obesity, with keeping in forefront of mind, high quality products, no shortcuts. Everything is so, it's, they do business right, and that really shines through in their products, and how they have designed this company to be something that is the coaches, they pour resources into the coaches because they understand that people are successful when they have support, and the coaching community is the support for this whole program. I mean, health and fitness is like a $6 billion industry, and um, but at the same time, like, there's a reason that everybody is always wanting to lose weight, and there's so many new products that come out that are like a wrap this or a patch that makes you, suppresses your appetite, or whatever the next fad is. But if you really go back to it, I mean, nutrition and physical activity and fitness are the right way to do it, because those create lasting lifestyle changes. So my first question is, on a scale of 1 to 5, how much do you believe in the company? How much do you believe that this is a business that is doing the right things, that they're going to be here for a long time, that they have the best interests of not only their coaches but also of their customers in mind? And then, so if you're not at a 5, what will get you to a 5 in that? Um, so then the second part is a belief in the products. So we all drink our Shakeology, we all do our workouts, we all have our own story, and I think all of us have that pretty well down. I mean, we've all seen firsthand from, our own dedication to this, however long it's been, whether it's been a couple of weeks or if it's been several months or years, um, how really taking the product seriously. And we drink our Shakeology every day, we do our workout every day, we use the containers, we eat well, we Like I use Energize, which I feel is like a great alternative to like an energy drink, just because obviously there's nothing crappy or weird in it, just like every other product that Shakeology and Beachbody puts out. Um, we believe in the products, and so that helps us share our passion for these products with people who we want to help. Um, and so again, for yourself, on a scale of 1 to 5, write down where you are as far as your belief in the products. And again, I mean, if this is something you've only been doing this for a couple of weeks, or, maybe a month or so, um, and you're not there yet, that's okay. Because if you are committed and if you are doing it the right way, you will see results, and you will build your belief in that way. And so the third thing, which is the most important and that I want to spend a little bit of time on, is your belief in yourself. Um, I think that in our society, like, social media is amazing because we have the opportunity to connect with all these people. We can build friendships. I mean, this business is like, I've made such incredible friends, people who I never would have come into contact with before, who I never would have had the opportunity to meet. Um, and so for that, social media is amazing, but also there's people love to share their opinions on social media. And you may or may not have been exposed to people who have very strong negative opinions about multi-level marketing, or specific shakes, or different things like that. And those things can shake your belief in yourself, whether they're directed at you or whether they're not. And so this is where personal development comes in, and it's really important to find a continuous supply of, whether it's podcasts or Audible books or books that you read, or you get them on your Kindle, or motivational videos you find on YouTube, to continue to fuel your mind with positivity and things that will keep you um, in a mindset where you can continue to grow your own belief in yourself. Um, I heard a great quote. Actually, it's funny. Like, sometimes I hear quotes, and then like I'll hear them again and again and again in a matter of days from all these different sources. And so the one that I've been hearing recently is, motivation is like bathing. It's recommended that you do it every day. Because it only lasts for a little bit of time. And it's funny because like I was listening to this podcast this morning, and the guy talking, he was saying that people say, oh well, I tried that motivation stuff, like it worked for a little bit, and then it didn't work anymore. And the probably because they did it once and they were like, oh cool, and then they stopped, and now it's worn off, and they need to go back, and they need to continue, and they need to find something new that inspires them and motivates them. So belief in yourself is really, like, I'd say it is. I'd say if you had no other skill set and you had no other resources, but you believed in your own abilities, that you would have a much better chance of success than somebody who has all the resources and has all the skills. Because it's easier to build skill sets, I feel, than it is to change a deep-seated mindset that you have, either about yourself or about what you believe you're capable of. And so I think it's probably one of the most important things to be focusing on and working on. And I've been spending a lot of time, you know when I drive, like, I listen to books, and I listen to podcasts, and I listen to the National Wake Up Call, um, and I need it, like, every single day. Like, I miss it if I don't have it, because it gets me into the mindset where I feel like then I can go back out and I can share my belief in the company. I can share my belief in the products, and I can share what it is doing for me. And I have this, like, really tangible thing that I can share with people. Um, I just had a thought that escaped me. Oh, it'll come eventually. It'll come back. Come back. Um, so the no, it's gone. Anyway, um, but so I'm kind of losing it here. so when we talk about a belief in ourself and where we are, like, I'm not ashamed to say, like, I'm most days, good days, I'd say I'm at like a 4.5. Like some days I'm at a 5, and that's awesome. Um, but most days I'd say I'm like at a 3 or a 4. And I know that that is what continues to kind of hold me back from achieving what I know I'm capable of. And I think a really good example is like when I first started out, I didn't I didn't know what was considered normal. Um, and so I like came out of the gate like all cylinders firing. I think when you when you start to see what people consider to be normal, then you start to impose your own limitations on yourself. Um, and in a way, and I think a part of that is like comparison to other people. But the truth is that nobody is in your situation. Has your circumstances. Nobody has your background. Nobody has your friends. Nobody has your mindset. Nobody has your skills. And when we compare ourselves to other people, I think it really kind of eats away at our belief in ourselves, because we are, we are not other people. We are our own person. The people that we connect are not the same people that other people connect to. And so we have that, we have a connection with our community and our tribe, which is totally different than somebody else and their tribe. And just because somebody else is having success that we think we should be having, um, they may have a completely different story than we do. Or somebody else may look at us and say, well, oh well, that person has an advantage because X, Y, or Z. But that's it's none of it's true. Like, we have to believe that we have the ability to do anything that we want to. And if we don't have that belief yet, we need to work on it. We need to find books that resonate with us. We need to, write goals. We need to, you know, make sure that we're giving ourselves the opportunity to have these small successes, whether it's in our physical journey or, whether it's setting ourselves a small goal that we know we can achieve so it boosts our self-confidence. Um, we need to all be doing these kind of baby steps to build our belief in ourselves if we're not at a 5 yet, which some days, like, I almost am, but again, like most days I'm not. um, and 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 I'm guilty of comparing myself to other people, but I've heard comparison is the thief of joy. And the truth is, we don't know where other people are in their life and their journey, and so it's ridiculous to compare ourselves to them. I mean, nobody's the same. No two people are the same. And so to say, oh well, that person hit emerald in their first week as a coach, and here I am, and I'm not at emerald. Like, here I am, I'm not at 1 star diamond, or wherever we think we should be, because that's what we see other people doing. We are the only reason that we are or are not where we are at the moment, if that makes sense. So I just kind of wanted to talk about this today, just because of you know when we see people who leave the business, for whatever the reason happens to be. Um, sometimes it shakes us a little bit to think like, well, this person was doing, whoever, they loved what they were doing, or they, um, from what we saw from the outside, things were going really well. But if you're not working on yourself and you don't have that belief in yourself, it's easy. That's like your foundation, and it's easy for your foundation to crumble if something hits you hard enough, whatever that may be. So I would encourage everybody to spend a little bit of time reflecting, today, maybe tomorrow a little bit. And if you're not, figure out where you are with each of these categories, belief in the company, belief in the products, and belief in yourself. And if you're not at a 5, think about what would get you there and what you need to do to improve your belief in any of those categories. And we can talk more about that in the team page, or if anybody, if you want to chat or whatever, like if you need suggestions for resources or, things that you can kind of do to get yourself back to that belief, we can definitely dive into that. We can do a team discussion or bring it up in the chat or whatnot. So questions, comments, concerns? I guess I will end this here. And Megan, you're frozen. So, all right, I'm going to stop recording. So, anybody catching up, if you have any questions, comment them in the comment section of the post.